Karna was born with a divine kavach and kundal. Till the time that kavach kundal was there with Karna, there's no weapon apart from the Sudarshan Chakra, Bhagavan Sri Hari Narayan, can kill Karna. Indradev, the father of Arjuna, knew this particular story, so Indradev made a plan. Bhishma Pitama is having Saturn in the 5th house, and he loved that particular woman a lot. But later he figured out, okay, my father loves the same woman. Karna was given the first chair of the heaven after he was dead. That is why the 7-faced Rudraksh, which is dedicated to Lord Saturn, is also dedicated to Mahalakshmi. There's another more important story, a famous story about Karna, is about his skill of donation. Karna is known as Danveer. उनसे कोई भी आके कुछ भी मांगता था वो दे देते थे. It's just like give it away. I'm not going to take anything with me after this life. So he's known to be the greatest donor of that time. We got several examples of this donation in the scriptures of Mahabharata, more than once, a long times. It is said in Mahabharata every day when Karna used to do the Surya Argha early in the morning when the sun used to get rise. By that time he used to do Surya Argha daily, and once he is done that, he used to donate something to a Brahmin, the first Brahmin who would come to meet him and greet him. Whatever that Brahmin used to ask to him, he used to give that without asking a question about. The fact is, Karna was born with a divine kavach and kundal, with the blessings of Lord Surya, and that kavach kundal was made out of the Amrita. So it said, till the time that kavach kundal was there with Karna, there's no weapon apart from the Sudarshan Chakra, Bhagavan Sri Hari Narayan, can kill Karna. So till the time when this kavach kundal is with him, he is unbeatable, Ajay. He cannot be conquered. So it is obvious that in the war of Mahabharata, when Arjuna and Karna will be face to face together, it's impossible to beat Karna because he is having this divine kavach kundal. As Indradev, the father of Arjuna, knew this particular story, so Indradev made a plan. So how to take away this particular kavach kundal from Angaraj Karna. So one fine day when the Mahabharata war was yet to begin, Karna was doing the Surya Argha and Lord Indra came as a disguise of a Brahmin to meet Karna. So when Karna done with the Surya Argha, he saw the Brahmin standing beside him and he asked Brahmin Dev, what can I do for you? Indra, in the form of a Brahmin, replied that I want your Divya Kavach Kundal. You have to give that to me. Karna smiled and took a knife from his own hand and cut down his Divya Kavach Kundal, which is attached with his body. He was bleeding constantly, but still he didn't care of his pain. He just cut away from his body and gave it to the Brahmin. Out of this action, Indradev fell for him. Like how one devotee, how one person can be of this point of donor that he can give away his own organs. This kavach kundal was like his own organ. It was attached with his body. He did that. Based on that, Indradev gave him one very divine astra to Angaraj Karna called Vashpi Shakti. This is a Amogh Shastra. If you use this particular thing to someone else, he is going to die. There is no power or no astra available in this particular time being which can stop this Vashpi Shakti. This Shakti was given to Angaraj Karna by Devraj Indra because of this donation. So the signification of this story is Karna is an extremely great donor. He didn't mind anywhere in the entire Mahabharata while he was about to donate someone. So ultimate Danveer. Another similar story is found when Lord Krishna himself came to test Karna's this particular virtue of donation. So what he did, he again took a form of a Brahmin in disguise and came to Angaraj Karna in one fine morning and asked that I am a tantric, I do tantra sadhana, yet though I am a Brahmin and I need to eat a human flesh, a flesh of a kid who is not older than 12 years. Karna got astonished at that time, like where from he will get a human kid to him, and he is saying that this particular kid is going to die because that particular man is going to eat that particular child. So finding out no way from where he will get a child to give him, Karna decided to sacrifice his own son Vrishketu. He said, okay, take my own son, you can kill him and you can have his flesh, I don't mind. You came to my door and I cannot return you, I cannot let you return in neck hand, you have to take something. So it is an aura of Karna that he is a donor of that level, he can donate his own son, he has no attachment to anything. So many of you might find this a selfish story, but it shows how divine minded he is, how great donor he could be, that he could donate anything which is so close to him. But that particular time Krishna came in his own original form and blessed him that when you will die from this particular birth, I will personally come to take you in my Vaikuntha, and that happened. Karna was given the first chair of the heaven after he was dead by the Narayana himself. So the signification of this story is, this is a virtue of Karna that you become a great donor. The same thing you can see in Saturn's nature. Saturn is also a great donor. When Saturn is yet to give you, he will give you everything. No one can give like Saturn. If Saturn is to give you pain, he will give the best pain exists in the earth. If he is to give you the wealth, he will give the best wealth he can give you. Even Kuber will fail in front of him. He is going to give you lots of things. In Hindi it's said, जब शनि देता है छप्पर फाड़ के देता है. He will give you everything. That is why the seven-faced Rudraksh, which is dedicated to Lord Saturn, is also dedicated to Mahalakshmi. So it said when Shani gives you blessings, Mahalakshmi has to come to sit near you at your home and you will flourish out of the wealth. So whenever Saturn sits in your chart, for that particular chart, for that particular house of your chart, you become a great donor. You evolve a sense of donating that particular thing. For example, if Saturn is in your Lagan, you always are available to help someone, you donate yourself. Someone calls you and you are ready to help. In anyone's study, you don't take care of yourself. When it's about the second house, you cannot say no when someone asks you money for. Will give your money to anyone because it's second house. If someone comes and asks you for food, you will be obliged to give. You can't resist yourself to give it away because second house is food, your wealth, your money. Saturn in the third house, this time you are too prone to donate your communication to someone. I know, confusing. Communication as in, you will see that you are into a job when many people will come to you that please help me to write an application. Please help me to send an email. Please help me to talk to this particular person. You come with me, I have to talk to this particular person. Let me take you to this office and there, help me to write these official documents, help me to fill up this particular form. Because third house is your communication. Whenever Saturn is in your third house, you are too much polite towards your siblings and you donate a lot of things to your siblings because third house is your siblings, cousins. And I have seen many people having Saturn in the third house, they donate a lots of things including property, part of property to their younger siblings. And that's make a lifelong problem of property dispute to a certain person. Many people I have seen Saturn third house, property problems with the siblings, with the cousins. Saturn in the fourth house, you haven't feeling like donating your property to someone or living your own property. If there is anyone, you are like, okay, I am not into this particular thing, let me make the property and let's live it. I don't want any dispute. If you want to take this property from me, take it, I don't mind. You evolve this attitude, because when your Saturn is in your 4th house, what you need is your mental peace. You are always ready to sacrifice your home. If you find a dispute in home, you say, okay, you stay here, let me stay somewhere else. I don't like it. I want my mental peace. You guys stay happy here in my property. I am living somewhere else. Saturn 4th house attitude. You are too much into the donating mode. Okay, take this away. I don't need it. Saturn the 5th house. Now you start donating your love life. Again, confusing, understand. I have seen at least 15 charts when that particular guy was having Saturn in the 5th house, and he said, when I predicted, okay, you loved one lady too much and you figured out that any of your elder brother or any of your family member or any of your friend do like the same girl, and you sacrificed for that person to this particular lady. He said, Sabbengon, that happened. It's the story of Devavrat and his father Santanu as well. If you see the Pitama Bhishma's chart in somewhere, I don't know how authentic it is. Throughout my research, I figured out that okay, Bhishma Pitama is having Saturn in the 5th house, and he loved that particular woman a lot. But later he figured out, okay, my father loves the same woman. So when the Pitama Bhishma took that great oath, he will be always maintaining the brahmacharya and he won't marry to anyone. Saturn 5th house will always give you problem to your marriage. You have to sacrifice your lover for some person, and you do donate it. Doesn't matter how much you try, you will lose that thing. It's going to happen. Saturn in the 6th house. Now you are completely in the donation of your job. The 6th house is your job. You are ready to leave it at any point of time. You are ready to sacrifice your job for anyone else. Like you are into some business, you are into some position, you are always sacrifice. In your job, you will always sacrifice for others. Okay, I am waiting, you do this. Okay, I will take over this particular thing, you can go. Oh, you take this particular post, you take this particular opportunity, I am here. And in many times I have seen, especially people who do this B2B things, like those who are in the education field, students exchanging, or who are into this B2B dealership. I have seen many people giving away their dealers to someone else, their own friend, own competitors. Okay, take it away. Job, take it away, I don't need it. They got a job and they left it. Okay, I don't need it because I have to take care of my family, I have to take care of my personal stuffs. You take it away, I don't need it. I have seen many times this happening. Saturn 6th house giving away the job, because you are in the donation mode that time. You are always ready to sacrifice for someone else in your career, in your professional life. This works with your maternal as well. The 6th house is your maternal house. You or your mother is going to leave properties from your maternal side. You will be always in the donation mode. You will always do for your maternal side, and in return, don't expect anything. You will get zero, nothing. When you are in the utmost need, they will betray you, as I predicted earlier. Saturn 6th house, all the time native does for the maternal uncle, maternal family, and from maternal side, they don't get anything except the humiliation. Saturn 7th house, this time you sacrifice for your wife, because 7th house is your business and spouse both. Saturn in the 7th house, you have to select between your business and wife, and you have to sacrifice your job, your business in order to please your spouse, or you have to sacrifice your spouse in order to grow in career. In some point, if your Jupiter is very good, this would happen. Okay, you guys might need to stay separate in different places just because you are into something and your spouse into something. You may not stay together all the time, and at least in the timing of Saturn, this is going to happen. This particular thing will happen. You have to. If it is 7th house Saturn in the sign of 4, soon after you get married, you have to leave your own house and taking your spouse to some other house because of the family problems. For many Taurus people, this happens. Saturn in 7th house in the sign of Cancer or the sign of Scorpio. The moment you marry, you have to take your spouse outside your own home, your ancestral home. You have to stay to somewhere else, because now you have to sacrifice. A 4th house, you have to sacrifice this relatives, your mother, your motherland, your main home, because now just you got married, and Saturn will ask donation there, and you have to do it. Saturn in the 8th house, this time you sacrifice your personal problems. Saturn 8th house is one of the very powerful combinations. This time, if you are having Saturn 8th house, you are going to live a lot of times. You are having a very, very long life. In 8th house, you are promptly donating your in-laws' property. You will just donate it down. You will just give it away. I don't need it. But Saturn 8th house, you somehow also lack in responsibility. You will take lots of responsibility from someone around you. You will do everything as sacrifice. As I said, you will sacrifice your personal problems. You are not showing someone to your personal problems. Okay, I am stuck because of my personal problem and can't come out and help you. You will sacrifice it. Okay, let my personal problems stay. I will deal with it, but I have to go and take the responsibility. I have to help my family. Saturn in the 9th house, you are an ultimate sacrifice or a donor of knowledge. 9th house Saturn, you will see they are roaming around and they are giving you knowledge. You are ready to sacrifice your you are ready to sacrifice your educational career. I have seen many Saturn 9th house, they leave college in middle. They got a serious opportunity to study somewhere else very big. They just leave it, because they need to take care of their family, because they need to do something they really like. They don't bother what's leaving behind. They just leave the higher opportunities of the education, something related to really higher education or some good opportunity of studies. They just sacrifice it. They sacrifice their educational career. Donate it. Okay, you take it away. I don't need it. Saturn 10th house, again, it's about profession. It's about father's property. It's about father's wealth. I have seen people having 10th house Saturn many times donated ancestral property to some organization or to their younger siblings, to someone else. They just do it. They sell their property to give someone's marriage, to help someone other. They sell out their properties. Saturn 10th house, this happens. Saturn 10th house, I have seen many people leaving their job in the middle. They sacrifice their job to do something really, really unorthodox. And it's not worthy of leaving a job to do this particular thing, but they do it and they find peace in it. You can't help. Saturn 11th, again, social circle and monetary thing. Your salaries, the earnings you do on monthly basis, daily basis, you are okay to sacrifice it for any noble cause. This happens. Saturn in the 12th house, this is a very tricky combination. In 12th house, when you got Saturn, you are okay to sacrifice your sleep. Saturn 12th house people, Saturn in Pisces people, they cannot sleep at night. They're the patient of insomnia. Can't sleep. They have to sacrifice their sleep. They have to sacrifice their bedroom life. I have seen many Saturn 12th house people. They cannot sleep at night. They will stay till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. online all the time. You see, all the time they will do it, and anytime you call them in your need, they will come and help you. But the problem with Saturn 12th is they hardly get establishment in their career. They are always late riser in the morning. They cannot wake up early. And in order to get a stabilization in your career, you are very, very back end. At the very, very back end, it's very tough to get stable when your Saturn is in the 12th house. But in some rare cases, they get into it in a very early age and they get really good help from their ancestors. They need someone's help, father's help, or any godfather's help to get stabilized in your career. Saturn 12th house. Saturn 12th house is a combination when you have to expand a lot, when you have to do certain expenses. for your family, for yourself, and you are in a point of show off. Saturn 12th house, I have seen many people, they need to do show off. Doesn't matter what they have achieved, they have to do certain show off. Because here you are sacrificing that politeness, that secrecy. 12th house is your secrets. Now you are sacrificing that. You cannot keep anything secret. You have to do everything showing in the social media, in your social circle. You have to show it. And a lot of expenditure for your father's health, for your own health, for your anything, doesn't matter. A lot of expenditure will come when you get Saturn in the 12th house. The best remedy for that, you can make a shade made of construction, made of iron or steel or proper cement construction, concrete construction in the roadside, so that the workers or the daily workers can take rest in the roadside. That's the best remedy for Saturn 12th house. It reduces your pending karma. To try this, you will see that somehow you started doing into the savings now. You are into the investments. Your expenditure is quite low. And try this particular remedy. In this way, you can make stunning predictions out of the all stories you know about Karna. If you know any other interesting story about Karna and you want me to make videos on that, you can drop down in the comment. Or if you want to make stunning predictions out of it and you have done these predictions, let me know also in the comment. In the coming series, I shall make more videos on the 9 planets based on the Mahabharata characters. But if you specifically want me to make videos on Saturn and Karna and this series to be continued, let us know in the comment as well. Till then, keep well, do well, learn astrology. See you in the next video.